This is Michi Hoyer. Welcome everyone. So I have arrived here in northern Germany at the house of Jan von der Heide, and we have arrived actually in time. So German Bahn has done his its job properly. Hats off. Yeah. Gonna see the Kapell. Um, so yeah, we've arrived here a good 3.5 hours ago. We've had some late last minute testing going on. A great look into the data, also working with the engineer, finding differences between me and Jan. So a good improvement for me. Surely will help me for the event on the upcoming weekend. To be entirely honest, I'm way off pace. So obviously I can't speak about lap times here. Up to Minata Fortnite. Good evening there. Also Sven, good evening. Um, so yeah, can't really say anything about the speed, can't really say anything about lap times indeed, but we've done very good progress tonight. We're still fiddling in with some details, so it's short before 8 p.m., which means we will dress up a little bit for having some dinner. Transport pop. Good evening there, and yeah, then we may even come back further for testing a little. Doing a little further late night preparations. Agree on some things. So obviously you have a final set and you have a setup that you want to use for the race. So we're going to use that and we start to build our strategy around that. So whatever we find out tonight still will have an influence on the upcoming weekend, and you know how long is gonna be our stint, which engine modes we're driving, how aggressive we're driving. Also looking at the corners, where we still learn from others. That will be a vital point, I think, also to still do in the free practice right tomorrow. Um, I mean, everyone has done testing, everyone is prepared, or less prepared, whatever. Um, yeah, you're fine with me a little off the pace, but I'm not. Anyway, we will see how this pans out. Um, Today I've done a little progress. So I've just done basically a few laps to get used to the rig. It is, beside having an absolute proper rig at home, coming here, being on a Simu Cube, one version older, being on being on pro pedals of Huizing rather than on sprint pedals. No, he's on Ultimate even. So being on Ultimate pedals instead of pro sprint pedals pro, whatever, you know what I mean, um, is a tiny little different thing. Hi, Marshall there, good evening. So yeah, we will still have some tasks to do tonight. We will still have a lot of tasks to do on Friday. I know that the Burt's guys are already busy building the rig, building the tent of the engineer's house. And then, guys, tomorrow I'm so delighted coming to Denmark for the very first time, actually, coming into that arena, being part of that esports party, being part of that esports event, being part of GTR24. And yeah, we will be facing high competition there, that's for sure. I hope that we will face a lot of people in the crowd. I had some very interesting talks in the train going on. So you guys have maybe seen the vlog I did from the ICE that morning before I got into Frankfurt. So the moment I closed the stream, I had a guy entering that room, coming into the booth. We had some very, very nice and very, very interesting discussion going on about a lot of things, really. And on the way to Frankfurt, or to Karlsruhe, actually, I had other guys in that booth, and he was commuting to our house pretty often to Denmark, and he actually said, esports is something that the children or the school kids are learning in elementary school or learning in secondary school, which is, I was like, really? And that is breathtaking because, esports is an actual thing in Denmark. So with Germany being quite popular and familiar with esports already, having the German esports Bund, which is, yeah, I mean, kind of an association trying to get esports to an Olympic discipline. That is actually a star here in Germany. However, in Denmark, they seem to be even a step further ahead. So that will be really nice to see. I'm hoping for a lot of crowd in this arena, looking at back at Vienna at A1 Esports. Like the Austrian people, they already have official referees for esports. So that is a very nice thing to see. So also Austria is a step further ahead than Germany, I guess. But if Denmark is another step further ahead than Vienna or than Austria, um, that will that will create much more interest in the people, much more maybe spectators coming over to have a good look. And then GTR24 is potentially known for hosting a competition over there. Of course, I heard about the latest shenanigans. Of course, I'm not too sure what to really think about it. But I came to the point where I say, you know what, I'm gonna come there. I'm gonna listen to everything. I'm gonna look at everything, and then in the end, when I go home, I'll make myself an own picture, whether I be disappointed or not disappointed by GDR24. So, Ultimate, as you mentioned, the ESPD, what do you think about that as a joke? Because ESPD is. I have been in contact with the guys. I'll see their activity going on Facebook and stuff, and I think it is actually nice that they actually try something, whether good or bad. It's at least something that is tried. But I understand your point of view, maybe, if you have a little deeper insight into what's going on there. Anyway, regardless, we're gonna catch some dinner now. We're gonna enjoy the evening a little bit. We're gonna try going to bed early, most likely. No, of course not. Evening there, Joris. Yeah, I'm trying to enjoy the event indeed. Most of the journey is already done, so happy about that. And then tomorrow morning, quite early, I guess, we set off to Viborg, to the Vibo Cold Arena. I think we have 7 or 8 hours of free practice time left then. Yeah, Altamont, I'm very much trying to enjoy having fun there. I'm trying to enjoy the time. Nonetheless, obviously, I'm there for competing, so I will take it with a sportive approach, hopefully professional approach. All right, there, Sven, we're gonna do that. So yeah, tomorrow we will have some tests going on with live streaming before the event. We may also broadcast the qualifying. I'm not very sure about that. Also, please note that most likely we will not have any commentary on our stream. Beyond that, we will also most likely not have the actual car on board, so it will be a bit difficult to see where people are. But I'm trying to include live timing links and all that kind of stuff. So there will be a various testing going on, and I'm gonna do that public, and also ask for feedback of you guys. So if you have a watch at the tests, please give some feedback on it, whether this is sounding, whether this is lighting. I'm afraid, though, I can't do a lot about lighting apart from what is being able to be set in the cameras, but we're going to have a look about that when it comes to the discussion. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed it. A short update of what's going on. As I said, we're going to have some dinner, maybe we're going to have some further look at racing. All right, Sven, thank you so much for the overlay. Yeah, once again, a big shout out to Altaman, big shout out to Sven Leber, who has actually designed or redesigned my overlays for tomorrow's Burst esports activity. Also, he is very happy. Everyone at Burst is happy that the names got written right. So, Sven, I know exactly that you quite understand the joke behind it, or the joke behind this. This happiness. So yeah, actually that's gonna do it. We need to still unassemble the rig tonight, put it into the car, go to bed. There's a lot of things just going on. So once again, I think it's 8 p.m. Where is the clock? Yeah, short before 8 p.m. And gonna have some dinner, gonna have some last minute fixes, and then hopefully be ready tomorrow straight away. So yeah, we're gonna see how things pan out. We're gonna see how we get settled down to the rig. We're gonna see how easy it is to set up the stream over there. Once again, it's the very first time for me to start or try to do somewhat proper professional streaming elsewhere than home, with equipment elsewhere than mine, or else what than mine, if that is a word. Anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I hope I see you guys tomorrow when we are live for more vlogs, when we are live for more testing, and actually when we're live for qualifying tomorrow evening, qualifying 1, maybe even qualifying 2. If not, the main event on Saturday, of course, will be broadcasted here. We're going to do 6 parts stream, so sorry, 4 parts stream, so 6 hours each of the race, so that we can keep it separate parts. Joris and Sven, thank you so much for being here, and I hope you see you guys tomorrow. That's it from me for today. Have a good evening, everyone. Goodbye.